I'm sure you were at home, minding your business, doing the damn thing in your personal and professional life. Someone called and said, you want to be on a reality show?
Coming from a gospel background, why are you sticking towards R&B?
I love sex.
When it comes to the music scene in Detroit
gospel scene, it's just like we're known for gospel music. Detroit is just that place.
Growing up in the industry, growing up to sharing our parents with y'all.
I am daughter of Fred Hammond. I was literally born into gospel music.
Well, I'm not a gospel singer. Preacher's kid, PK.
We all grew up in the same church.
This generation of gospel is different because we're more free to just be ourselves.
My good friend here, going all the way back to middle school, was very instrumental in bringing the cast together. Shout out to Carlos King from Kingdom Reign Entertainment and WeTV that believed in us and in our stories. It's one thing to be at home and talking about this is what we're gonna do and I can't wait. We're actually doing it. We're doing the things we talked about doing. And so I'm proud of all of us for having the courage to get in front of a camera and tell the truth about our lives, because it's not easy.
Yes, it's not easy at all. Of course, I am the BTS queen, so all of this stuff that I do is behind the scenes. So bringing my life to you all on the forefront, I just think that it was a big move for me, but also wanting to be a vessel as in informing my women, my GTs, my good things, that no matter what you face in life, that you're always able to, step forward and overcome the challenges that you deal with, but then also knowing that we all go through the same thing. Like, it's nobody perfect. We have this whole, facade to where it's like, okay, you're PK and you're supposed to be at this, certain level, but you're not following your mother's footsteps like you're supposed to. But at this point, I'm like, look, I'm me, that's her, and you get to see that I am me, and she has her way of doing things and I have my way. But then knowing that without God, I can't do it.
I have walked in the rain
like
Paul.
I have been ready out train. Yes, I have.
That's a whole Clark sister classic. Absolutely. I told
Elijah,
you.
Tell me why you wanted to be on the show. Elijah, so wait a minute. I'm getting my notes prepared, and somebody sent me another clip, an exclusive clip. And it dawned on me for the first time, even though I read this before, you went viral with your Puffy moment. Elijah, tell me.
I cut the hair down. That's probably why.
Yeah, right? Tell me why you wanted to be on the show, and then tie into your answer. What was, you going viral with your stare down with Puffy? What was the social media reaction on your end? Because I saw it on my end. Social media went wild, but what was it like for you?
And I'm gonna even tie into how all this circled back to that, okay? And you're gonna see the connection. So the crazy thing is that I'm on this show, I'm just gonna keep it transparent as possible, because who doesn't want to be on TV with their friends? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get deep with it. Who doesn't want to be on TV with their friends? There's a lot of reality TV shows out there where they actually have to bring people together. Like, listen, y'all spend time together for a week because we gonna say y'all knew each other for 12 years. No, we actually have known each other for years.
We are the children of legends. My mom secretly wished that I followed in her footsteps. And now, as the next generation, we are carving our own path.
Networks, they love stuff like that because guess what? You don't have to write a script. All you gotta do is put a camera in our face. And guess what? Something organically, because this whole show is organic, we gonna organically get into it. Somebody gonna like something somebody didn't say. It's gonna be a beef, and you will see that on this show. You know what I mean? But I went viral. I did a TV show called The Four. You had Diddy and DJ Khaled and Meghan Trainor as the judges, and I thought I went in there and sung my ASS off. And if you can say damn, I can spell it. ASS, absolutely. So went on there and sung my tail off, and the point is, I didn't win the show, but God saw fit to take me bigger. Listen, when you just be you,
That's good, though.
things will just, because one thing about the the consumer and the general population or whoever is watching TV or whatever, they know when something's not genuine. And the crazy thing is, it still shocks me to this day that literally I've been giving that face to people for years, since I was a child, that actually took me viral by just being myself. You know what I mean? But it also went to show, like, listen, I'm not scared of who you are. Okay, you Diddy, but do you know who I am? I'm a child of God. You ain't got to wait till you get to heaven to get your mansion. I'm going to get mine right here on earth. And guess what? I'm going to stand up, because this is the same guy who also said Drake wouldn't make it. Miguel wouldn't make it. And clearly, not only did I make it, but all my friends is making it as well, because guess whose show we on? Look at your neighbor and say, Nisa, we on your show. So that tells you a lot right there. I took no and looked at it as new opportunity. Not only does no mean new opportunity, but what's no backwards? On. And evidently we own, because we got our own what? TV show with not only just any TV show, but guess what? The same person who casted me on The Four, Carlos King, the king of reality TV, who has Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC, did Encore, BET, Real Housewives of Atlanta. He's the producer of this show. And he said, Elijah, you know what? I'm thinking about doing a show. I kind of put a cast together. I said, no, I got a cast for it. And he talked to Tasha, fell in love with her through Skype. Nikki just embraced her. Brianne Hammond, Shayna Wilson, Jay Brooks, and we are here right now premiering tomorrow night. And listen, when I tell you this show is not just for church folks, it's not just for church folks at all. You don't even have to have stepped into church at all. You're going to enjoy this show because it's so, you're going to be able, it's so personal. Yeah. To the point where you can watch it and be like, oh, you know what? I went through that. You're going to still get all the things that you get from your mainstream. Actually, this show is mainstream because we on MTV. You're going to get the drip. You're going to get the nice cars. You know, you're going to get the Chanel bags. You know what I mean? You're going to get all that. You know what I mean? You're going to get the nice cars, the nice houses, all that. But you're going to also see, like, wait a minute. These people are not perfect, but they love God. Mm-hmm. They love God. Yeah. And every day, guess what? We striving to just, we normal people just like everybody else. But we just happen to be in the limelight of, a lot of times people know they can't attack our parents, so where they attack the children, which is us.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Now, on that note, let me ask you that because that's a perfect segue into my next question. Being the children of, notable influencers and gospel and praise and worship leaders, right? This question's for each one of you. Do you feel pressured to live up to certain expectations? And if you didn't feel the pressure before, did you feel that pressure going into the show, now knowing, wow, all these eyes are on me?
Growing up, we did. Well, I can speak for myself. Growing up, there was a lot of pressure, because for some of us, it was kind of like a double whammy. Because it's like, okay, my mom is a preacher. She pastored with my dad, and she's in the gospel music industry. So it's like an industry baby and a PK. And it's a lot of pressure. Like, is she gonna sing like her mom? Can she write songs like her stepfather? Is she gonna do this? Is she gonna do that? You know what I mean? My mother's a dresser, so every time when I go somewhere, they're like, oh, do she got her mother's stuff? I'm not big on clothes like that, but my hair and makeup is gonna be what it is every time. You know what I'm saying? I pull out a piece or two here and there, but my mama, she's a fashionista, so I had to.
Tasha throw it on too. Don't be
right. So I had to come into my own, and me coming into my own. And when you experience life, and the streets will teach you some stuff. I got some thick skin, so it's not really affecting me like a lot of people. It would affect a lot of people. So no, there's no pressure now, but growing up, yes, there was pressure.
And just to I like how she said the streets would teach you some stuff.
Yes.
I feel like the church would teach you some stuff too. I got this saying that if you can deal with church people, you can deal with anybody. Because church people, they will irritate you. Church people are not the easiest people to deal with.
They give you church hurt to the fullest.
You know what I mean? There's no type of hurt like church hurt. And that's why a lot of people won't come back, but to the point of just going off what she says, I also feel like it teaches you how to maneuver, not only in life, but in this industry, entertainment industry, how to be about how to get your, listen, this one right here, she can do my business any day because she get them checks. She gonna get to the bag and know how to take care of business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it was your turn to really.
Well, yeah, to emphasize on that, Of course, I don't sing, coming from a big, huge singing family, but I am the BTS queen. So of course, juggling that in the music industry, it comes a lot of, pressure. But then as far as with my grandmother, she wanted me to be the singer, but I'm sorry,
the one and only,
the late Dr. Mattie Moss Clark, that really pretty much instilled a lot in me and taught me a lot. But then also knowing that her being a businesswoman as well, that was the pressure that I kind of balanced off of, because I didn't want to sing. My family wanted me to sing, but I just didn't want to do that. So I think that the pressure that I'm dealing with is just making sure that I'm continuing to handle the business, as what I do.
And I want to go back on the business, because Dr. Mattie Moss Clark was such a musical genius that she orchestrated for the Clark sisters, I believe. You've seen the Clark Sisters movie, to sing at the Grammys.
Yeah.
Back before gospel music was even...
And they were criticized for doing that.
You know what I mean?
They didn't stop. And that's the whole thing that we're trying to portray, and we want people to learn from this show. Yeah. You may be criticized. You may be talked about. I've been criticized. I had to wipe so many tears from my eye. Okay, that's the old song. So you may be...
For my what?
Time.
When I was young, I was very rebellious, singing in strip clubs. I'm still showing up at church on Sundays.
You think Jesus got horny?
Because I done already got paid to shake it.
I know the church people gonna run me against the coals on this one.
I apologize for having an affair. I want to dig into where I am. I want this to translate through my music. Maybe I just don't have what it takes.
I gotta deliver.
We need some help.
Let them breathe.
Grown in Gospel. All new series premieres Thursday, March 16th on WeTV. Stream every moment Mondays on All Black.
You may be criticized, you may be talked about, you may be misunderstood. But when God give you a vision, keep going no matter what the naysayers say. They talked about us. My mama said, oh, you need to watch Elijah. And to this day, this still one of my best friends. She was like, I guess I was wrong, y'all, brother and sister. You never know. People may not understand why you connected to this person. Why did you choose to do this? But as long as you're clear on it, as long as you're following God, let everybody else talk while you keep winning.
And just to reiterate, my dad, my parents are divorced, but my dad being a reverend and my mom being an evangelist and a missionary to Jamaica for over 30 years, to the point, international, to the point of, I didn't follow in ministry. My brother, he's a preacher and a book author, as well as a doctor. And not only did I not follow in ministry, but I dropped out of college to sing, not gospel music, but R&B, secular music. You know what I mean? So it's a double whammy for me. I still get the text messages from my dad every day. What is a profit, a man to gain the whole wide world and lose a soul? I say, I need some money. Give me some money, Dad. And you know what I mean? But because the thing is, I grew up spoiled all my life, literally. Me and Tasha going to our student parking lot at our school looked better than the teacher's parking lot.
I was driving a BMW. He was driving a convertible top Sebring.
Convertible and Land Rovers.
14 years old.
Didn't even have a license, driving with 2 feet. Brand new vehicle. And see, the thing is, my parents were always gone, and I think they can probably understand this as well. So some people may watch the show and be like, oh, he's materialistic, he's this, he's that. But my parents, especially my dad, he was always traveling and moving to go preach or teach or whatever. He would just leave his American Express card. I can't come to your graduation, but here's the card, take yourself shopping. So in my adult life, what have I done? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, kids don't just end up like this out of nowhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's take it back to, what did the parents, money was always thrown. I can't be here. I can't come to your football game. But I'm gonna throw this. Here you go. Here's my American Express card. No limit. Take you and the team out. You give that to a 15-year-old? And then in my adult life, it's like, I gotta have this. You know what I mean? So some of that will play out on the show as well. But this show is for everybody. You know what I mean? Just because you don't go to church, I'm all about relationship. Relationship means, listen, when you get in your car and before you get in that Atlanta traffic or wherever you are, Detroit traffic or Detroit pothole roads, you want to make a prayer. Lord, keep me safe. Guess what? That's relationship. You know what I mean? When you wake up in the morning, Lord, thank you for letting me see another day. That's relationship. I'm big on relationship. You may not go to the brick and mortar. even though the Bible does say, forsake not yourselves to what?
The assembly.
Okay, I've been reading the NIV lately, so I forgot about that part. But yeah, so, relationship, so I think that this show will touch everybody, whether you're Black, white, African, Hispanic, gay, straight.
Relationship and being related. Like we're giving y'all what you can pretty much relate to, Everybody's storyline is like, oh, okay, wow, she's been through that. I've been through that too. So this is what we.
So you're gonna be sitting on the edge. I will say this: you're gonna be sitting on the edge. I can tell you enjoy a good story. My God, you enjoy it to the point where you're gonna come back the next week. You're gonna cover it and then come back the next week and talk about it. Like I feel like people will really delve into the story. With me, you're gonna either hate me or love me. I'm gonna tell you that. But at the core, there is a human being there.